As many of you know, we've been working on our very own Farang Shoe. It's super exciting for us, and recently I've left you guys a little bit in the dark on where we are in that timeline and how the progress is going. So today is an update episode. In previous videos, you might have seen me take a bunch of different shoes and take them all apart in order to kind of wrap my head around what goes on in a shoe. What are the things I might not see that make the shoe perform the way it performs, and just wrapping my head around how a shoe is constructed. I also got a bunch of literature and books and everything I could find, videos, documentaries, YouTube behind the scenes videos of shoe factories. I kind of consumed everything I could fit in my brain I could find online about making shoes. After doing that, I felt a lot smarter, but still not smart enough to just sit down on the drawing board myself and sketch out a shoe and tell a factory exactly what we want. So we found some friends and asked them to help us out. Now, they also had never made a shoe before, but they have been in the production industry for a lot longer, and they managed to sit together with us and present a bunch of ideas and sketches. Those were awesome, but still not quite what we were looking for. But through that process, through everything they explained to us, asking questions and exploring the idea with that group of people, I finally felt like I was in a spot to sit down and do my own take pack, which is kind of an instruction manual for the factory on what to build. After sending out that instruction manual to the factory, we had kind of a nervous wait, because it is so weird to draw something and say, this is exactly what we want, these are the different elements, these are the fabrics, here's some references for you to look at, and then you just gotta hope that what they send back as a first prototype looks good. And we did get our first prototype, and it looked, thank God, way better than I expected. And yeah, so I'm feeling quite confident that we can get this whole shoe thing going. However, we did decide that at this point we're not going to show you what the shoe looks like yet. We do want to keep it under wraps a little bit until we're really happy with the final product. I am documenting the different steps that we're going through to make that shoe, because in my research I did realize that's not really much out there on how to make a shoe. And I would like to share a little bit of our journey in hopes that other people would either learn from it or just enjoy it. Yeah, so the first prototype is done. It doesn't have the sole that we wanted yet. Of course, we're very specific about what sole, cushioning, grip we want for a parkour shoe, but that is also very expensive to make. So for the first prototype, we said just get the upper part of the shoe correct and give us any sole you have in stock. So we got the first prototype, looks good, we're happy, and we're basically happy to now go ahead with the second prototype and put some more money down to get the right sole that we want. Luckily, everybody in the team has the same shoe size except Dom, who has ginormous Bigfoot feet. And hopefully we can get different prototypes made for everybody, same size, for us to try out and then to see where the performance problems are. Now, that's also the problem with giving you guys a timeline on when the shoe will come out. The fact is, we don't know what problems our prototype will have yet. I mean, in an ideal case, we'll get the next prototype and it's absolutely perfect and we say, just, this is great, let's put it in production. The worst part is, we get the prototype and we say, fuck, this shoe is falling apart after a week of doing parkour. There's a bunch of problems we didn't anticipate and we have to do another round of prototypes and maybe another round of prototypes. As you can see, there's really a little bit of a guessing game for us how long it will take, especially because it's our first shoe and we do want to release something that's great. We don't want to just rush it out, right? We are aiming for a release this year, but fingers crossed, we just don't know what's going to happen. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Zen and I are going to sit down and we're going to rework the tech pack with all the changes we want to the first prototype and send it off to the factory so they can make the second prototype for us. And then we'll have a much better idea on how well the shoe actually performs in action. And then we can get a better guess at when we can release the shoe. So, really exciting journey. I'm going to document what's happening so I can update you guys retrospectively once we're further into the process. Right. that's it for me today. I hope all your guys' creative projects, everything you're working on is going well ahead. Let's keep experimenting, let's keep making shit, let's keep making scary shit that is like new and exciting. And yeah, super excited that this is happening. So more soon.